college, your internship, we talked about on the show before, right? Was at the radio station.
Yeah. Yeah. I
It
worked
was,
at B104 back in the day. And the weirdest thing about that internship, I didn't go there every day. I went there a few times a week. And there was this old lady receptionist. I will never forget it because her name was Saran, like the rat.
okay.
She was just Saran. She seemed to have amnesia, and sometimes she would let me pass the desk, and sometimes she would make me sit in the lobby and call up to the director of public affairs, who was my boss, to come get me.
You just never knew.
Yeah.
You should have said,
really, I've been here months.
You should have come into work and said, look, Saran, I can see right through you. That would have been great.
And she was grouchy too. She wasn't nice. She was,
we've never talked about my internship. My internship was at the Baltimore Social Security Administration.
Ooh.
Translating German letters.
Wow.
People would write letters to the Social Security Administration looking for people. And it was in German, and we were supposed to translate them, and then we sent them off to some other department. And
what kind of letters came in? They had to be pretty.
It's just
it wasn't like,
they were all handwritten, and it was like
I can't find my Social Security card.
No. It was more like it was always a person. It was always I've been trying to locate this person. We were in the war together. I know he's moved to the Maryland area. Here's a picture of him. Stuff like that. Anyway, so I mean, piles of them, right? But I learned a lot about the federal government in this job because I started cranking through these letters, translating them. And after the first day, when I had I had gotten 20 letters done the first day, and I was only part-time. The head lady kind of pulled me aside and said, "Slow down, cowboy. We're going to go find you a stapler. Let's go visit the office supply cabinet."
Boy.
2 hours. And I met everyone on the way, and we made 2 coffee stops. It was just like, pull it out.
You need to learn to work at the speed of government.
Work at the speed of government. I learned about that. I would translate. I would get in there, and I would translate all my shit, and then I just go take walks because I wasn't. But I couldn't tell them that I did it quickly because I would have gotten a talking to. We're here all day, buddy.
Maybe you should have drawn illustrations after of what the letters were talking about.
I'm sure I was doing like heavy metal stuff and too. I was done. That was the era of black metal. Yeah. So anyway, I was thinking about internships. There are some really strange internships out there that are legit. These are all legit. Here's a few. Excuse me. Here's a few. Picking fabric samples internship in Paris. It's for these designer dress companies, I guess.
Really?
You can actually, you pick fabrics. So I just thought, what do they call you? A chiffonista? Is that the name? Taffeta darling. Taffeta darling. Yeah. Or you could call them what? The pattern panel?
Yeah, you got to look through all the patterns and pick out the one that's perfect. I actually used to work for an office supply company.
Mm-hmm.
And part of my job, I had to call around and get prices on fabrics, and we were putting together a bid for office furniture, and they had picked out their chairs.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes what they picked out for the top part of the chair was a totally different company from what they picked out for the bottom of the chair.
How did you know that the chair would fit together?
I guess it was just it was our chair. We were.
It was the cover for the chair?
It was the fabric.
Wow,
it was ridiculous.
That seems ridiculous.
Yeah. Calling around, getting prices for fabric.
Well, you take the next one. This is a doozy.
How about a Lego toy designer internship? They should call it the Colorful Erector Fun Bunch.
That sounds like a bunch of blockheads to me. Senior citizens can get a flower arranging or tea packing internship under a program launched by the People's Association, whatever that is.
You're such a tea packer.
The Green Bay Packers versus the Green Tea Packers. Interesting. You called it Flora Frumping or Lipton Layering.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that Lipton layering. Another kind of bizarre internship.
Yeah.
The Global Nomadic offers an adorable sea turtles internship in Costa Rica. The shell dweller is unafraid.
Shell dweller is unafraid.
Except maybe for fear of those plastic rings that, hold us.
Oh my God. I saw that documentary at the aquarium. I have never not cut one up since I saw that. This poor Charles caught in the 6-pack. Felt guilty for every 6-pack.
I cut him every time.
I cut him every time. Yeah. And I'll close with this one. This is not real, but let's say you were going to intern for the show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh, no, thank you.
Okay. After you proved your ability to improve their selfie taking, fetch their exotic drinks, and shower them with compliments, if you're the lucky front runner, you become the cunt runner.
This is the Snaggletooth Extreme Metal Podcast.